So Callaway has introduced a new elite line of golf clubs this year. And we're going to start off with the irons. We are joined by Captain Ballspeed today, who is going to be showing off the Callaway Elite. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of WGC Fits. Ian, let's test out some new irons from Callaway.
Okay.
Sound good?
I'm ready.
So these are Callaway's new Elite line. A little close up there. Now, a couple of different models, very much kind of replacing their, normal inline kind of stuff that you would see from like the AI Smoke stuff from last year. That is still available this year, but again, this is the newest iteration of it. The big things going on this year is Callaway was able to kind of change some stuff that they do in production, which let them test things a little bit more quickly and efficiently this year in terms of R&D. So what that has developed is these irons and these woods and everything we're going to be talking about here in the next few videos, a little bit different from a tech perspective, but designed to try to maximize launch, spin, ball speed across the whole face, right? More forgiveness, I guess, is the word you can use.
Okay.
That will help kind of do that. So
I need forgiveness.
Everybody needs a little forgiveness, Now, I don't know if they got hosel forgiveness built in yet for you, but we're still trying to get grooves on there for you. Let's hit a couple. New patented technique.
It is shiny.
Let's hit a couple. I gotta say, from just a shape, I actually think these look pretty good.
It looks like a player's iron.
That doesn't look
just
bad.
with more offset.
Yeah. It doesn't look bad.
It's not too thick.
They normally kind of go with this like darker steel color and like these like crazy badges and everything. I quite like the fact that this has just some chrome and some clean lines. I think that's a really good thing. It looks the part from Callaway irons in that kind of game improvement, super game improvement window. The Elite line, one of the better ones I think they've done in a minute. So we're gonna have Ian swing a little bit slower than normal today. We're going for that 80-ish,
that happy medium,
little more kind of mile an hour swing.
That was great.
That was good. No, it was really good.
Can I get height actually, please?
You want some height?
I do like
some
height
in there.
I always like height.
So
now,
just hit a couple and let's talk about feel first.
I want to talk about.
I have a lot of opinions about feel and sound because I've hit these a little bit just to kind of play with them. And
I want to talk about sound first because that sounds pretty good.
So sound, I'm just going to come out and say it. I don't know if there's a better quote unquote game improvement iron out there from a sound perspective. I really don't.
That was really good.
This, especially in some of the other models, this does not sound bad at all. It sounds muted, but positive. It sounds powerful, but not obnoxious.
Yeah,
right?
I did miss that one.
A little bit of a miss happens every now and then.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm human.
Barely, but yes.
Barely. There we go. It's getting nice height for the loft on this thing.
Now, this is the standard one, right? Now, there are in total 4 models, but we're going to be specifically looking at 3 today. So this is the standard Elite. We have the Elite X and then the Elite HL and then the Elite Max Fast as well. So the Max Fast we're going to save for a later video. But this is like the middle of the road kind of catch-all for them, This is going to be the one that's probably going to be the leading club of this line this year.
I tried to hit that one a little lower. It worked. And I think it kept all the numbers pretty nice too. Kept a high spin rate for this loft.
What's the feel though? Tell me what this feels like to you. Does it feel as clunky as other clubs in this category have in the past?
Definitely not.
Now, I know this is a tough comparison. Compare it to like a player's distance iron. Or even
same.
like a player's cavity back.
They feel similar. Not the
too bad,
cavity
right?
back.
Well,
I'll go distance.
It's not too far away from though, right?
That is correct.
Do you feel like it's a little closer?
A little bit.
That's how I felt, right? I felt okay, we'll use a club that me and you are both pretty familiar with, an I-230.
Yep.
I think that out of the middle, this club
It feels
has
good.
a pretty similar feel to, you know, some of the hollow or even some of the non-forged irons offered by all the manufacturers in that player's distance, maybe even verging into players kind of cavity back category.
I can agree with that.
And I think it's great.
I mean,
it's awesome.
It's holding its landing or the carry pretty nicely.
It's good peak height. It's got good spin, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's the one thing that I could say about these is across the board, they all seem to spin pretty healthily, which is nice,
Yeah.
right? We're going to try the
I
HL.
like the sound of that though. That was good sound.
We're going to try the HL next because the HL is
Gonna be your
really
new favorite?
That's one I'm really kind of like I said. The AI 200 was really impressing me a good bit this year. This year and last year, this club and a couple of fittings has been a bit of an eye opener for me. This is really good.
So what's the difference in loft here?
Okay, so in the normal Elite, you're looking at 29, and the HL, you're looking at 30.
Okay.
But not only that, you also have a little bit different stuff going on inside, right? This is where we can kind of look at
Oh, sorry.
some
I didn't
tech,
let you
if
get
you
that
will.
one.
So to talk about tech, right? All the irons are going to have what they call speed frame construction,
Okay.
right? So effectively what that's doing is moving weight around to allow them to place centers of gravity where they have to be in order to produce effectively the most amount of spin, consistency, and launch and speed consistency across the face,
Yeah.
right?
Let me hit a good one.
What was that?
Let me hit a good one.
Okay.
There we go. Sorry.
The next thing that's really important about this
Wow.
club is they have something on there that's a little bit different. Normally, companies don't put too much emphasis on ground interaction for a game improvement iron, right? But this has what they are calling tri-sole design. All the clubs do, right? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Means that there's actually a little bit of a front edge leading kind of grind on there.
Yeah.
A trail edge kind of grind on there, and then a little bit of a bevel going on underneath, right? Basically, what they're trying to do is maximize what that ground interaction can feel like and let that club get in and out of the turf a little bit cleaner, right? It's going to allow them to do things like play specifically with sole widths on the different models to help them with that levels of forgiveness.
I like this one.
It's pretty good.
Because
right?
of the height and the spin.
A little bit weaker, always good for that spin and launch. And then again, the HL kind of window, just launching a bit higher, quite a big fan of that. I've used this one specifically in a lot of fittings.
Yeah.
This has already won a lot of fittings this year.
I believe it. If I could hit it. There we go.
And here's the thing, right? Generally for a guy who can be low on the face at times,
Me?
yep, you're catching these a little bit better. I think there's something to that tri-sole kind of design that they have.
I actually miss more on the high side of the face. I can definitely tell it's launching higher. I like that.
This is good.
Feels or sounds a little more clunky.
This one's going to
Or
sound
clicky,
a little.
clicky.
It's going to sound a little bit, again, a little bit of a bigger overall profile than the Elite.
There we go. That's the best one.
It's good.
Ooh, I like that one.
This is really good, Ian. Like I said, compared to other clubs in this kind of category, if you will,
And the first one.
it's really pretty good. Let's try the X now.
All right. That's so far my favorite. Or the high launch is so far my favorite.
Okay, so the X, this is where we're getting into.
Serious help?
This is what Callaway would describe as their first window into the super game improvement.
Okay.
So you're going to notice more offset. You're going to notice it's going to feel wider. It's going to be bigger. All of those things to allow this club to help that player who needs help.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is me.
Now, one of the things that's super interesting is you still have some of that tri-sole, which you can really kind of see going on. So you're still going to get potentially some decent ground interaction here, right? Very curious to see what you think about this one.
So you said 28 degrees.
28 degrees on this fella.
I can tell. Oh, okay.
So here's why I'm curious about this one for you.
That wasn't bad.
When you look down at this, are you
It's
afraid
big.
of left?
It's big. What? Afraid of left?
Afraid of left.
All day.
When you look at this.
Yeah.
Does it look like it's encouraging a little bit of a draw?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of by design,
Yeah.
right?
But I did fade that one. So.
You see a little more offset?
That's without a doubt. That
How
was a good
about
one.
the kind of like top line?
A little thicker. They just kind of kept getting thicker as the line kept going.
Yeah, just going a little bit more and more, right?
Yeah.
Now, impressively, sound is definitely a little bit
Clicky.
bigger, but I don't think that it is bad, right? It's different.
I will say so far, I have not missed one.
Correct. Launch is a little lower, peak height's a little
yeah,
lower,
it's gonna
spin's
be-
a little lower.
I also hit down on 5 degrees, so that's why.
Talk to me about feel. Does it feel substantially different?
Yeah. Just a little more clicky.
But does it start to get bad?
No.
There we go.
I will say I can feel the sole in this one work more.
It's a little bit bigger, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, that tri-sole thing's pretty cool. Like companies generally don't put as much of an emphasis on that.
I'm not too sad about the height for the loft it's on.
No, I mean 28 degrees, so it's not going to spin very much. I mean, this is very comparable to what a lot of players would look at for a 5-iron.
Yeah. I'll take this one. That's not bad.
Nope, not at all.
I had low expectations for this one. This one's
Pretty
this
good,
one's getting
right?
there, yeah. I'll take it. Okay.
I'm not mad at that, man.
I like the sole on this one the best.
I got to tell you, all of these clubs, like I said, I think as much as I've criticized, some irons in the past in this kind of game improvement, super game improvement window,
Yeah.
I think these are a home run for them.
I believe.
think these are really good. Callaway kind of, having a good iron year this year. If you guys are interested in any of the Callaway Elite stuff, definitely come check them out. What were you going to do?
Also, the bag appeal on these things. Very nice.
Oh, yeah.
They're shiny.
Didn't we talk about that?
Yeah, but I wanted to end it with
Yeah,
it.
we're good then.
Continue.
If you guys are interested in checking these out, come see us. We'll get you out on the range with them, right? Available in fittings. Full custom options available. And like I said, they're performing quite well. So I know as a fitting center, we are happy to have these here. So if you guys have any questions, let us know. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.